Hello again, viewers. Nice of you to join me. Got some Jet2 vouchers coming soon. I've got two £60 vouchers. Watch until the end and I'll let you know how you can use them. You need to use them in the next few days. Also got some important passport information, so watch out for it. Important passport information at Fuerteventura Airport. So I've got a wee list here of things to go over. Quite a lot of important information today. I'm going to summarise all the places that I went to on my last trip. A lot of people are asking, where is your favourite Canaries island now? That I've been to Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, obviously Tenerife. I've been to Gran Canaria as well before. So watch until the end and I'll let you know my favourite Canary island now. So a few things to cover today. Let me see. Okay, first of all, I just want to make a wee apology. I've been looking over some of the videos that I've done in Lanzarote and Fuerteventura, especially the ones where I walked from the Town Fair Palace Hotel and I'd mentioned I wasn't keen on the location. I've got to be honest, I was a wee bit harsh on the location. I've looked back at the walk. It's a beautiful walk. It's a beautiful hotel. I had a great time in that hotel. I'll let you know in another video about the memorable day I had there going for dinner and the very memorable evening I had in the lovely hotel bar. So I really liked that hotel. Would I stay at it again? Probably not, just because the location's a wee bit too far out. I like to be next to a lot of bars and restaurants, but I understand completely everybody who's been there for 20 years and you love the hotel. I know I missed the indoor pool, the heated indoor pool. Still, for me, it's a disappointment it doesn't have an outside heated pool. So don't take anything personal. That's what I'm trying to say. When I'm doing these walks and I'm only in a resort for one day, I'm going to miss a lot of things and sometimes I will make genuine mistakes. So please don't take anything personal. If I say I'm not keen on a location or a hotel or apartments, it's only my opinion and it doesn't really mean anything. It's just my opinion. So it's a beautiful hotel. I just wanted to apologise first of all. Let's go over all the other things today. We've got some important information. I'll have to put my pound glasses on so I can read this, okay? Okay, so also, just to let you know, I've dressed down today because the person who left that comment saying, why am I travelling the world yet I look so poor? I've dressed down for them. A fleece, t-shirt, and not even shaved. So if you're watching, thanks very much. Also, I know I've missed a few things in different resorts and I had one person who was really quite critical, saying that I'd walked completely the wrong way from the Coronas Playa Hotel in Costa Teguise down to the square, and he couldn't believe it. He was so angry he was going to leave a comment on it. So Dad, if you're watching, I almost banned you from the channel, but I'll let you off because you filled in the locator form, so thanks very much. But being serious, I will miss things. I'll go the wrong way. I'll go through hotels that you love that I'll say I'm not keen on the location. That's just my opinion. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about Fuerteventura Airport. The gate is miles away. B1 and B2. It's the same as Tenerife. After Brexit, they basically put the British way at the end of the airport, and there's another security check where you have to get your passport checked, just the same as Tenerife. So be aware when you get through security, don't think you've got lots of time if you're running a wee bit late, like I was of course, and make sure you give yourself plenty of time to get up to the boarding gate. But there was something that did concern me there, and it was to do with this passport. When I got to the boarding gate, I don't know whether it was because I was so late getting there, there was nobody at the second passport control. So myself and a few other passengers simply just walked through passport control. We did not get a passport stamped. Now, that wouldn't have made any difference in the past, but with Brexit now, you're only allowed to stay 90 days at a time, etc. within a period. So I'm just worried when I go back to Tenerife, are they going to think I'm still being there in the Canary Islands and I'm going to still count it until I leave there, which could affect the amount of days I can go there. Now, I don't think the system can work that way. It has to be a digital system where they can tell when you scan your passport when you're going through and everything. But I did speak to border control at Glasgow Airport. They said it didn't really make any difference getting your passport stamped. It's just a thing they do just to annoy people who need their passport stamped. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not, but I did read a couple of reports online about people going back to Spain who hadn't had their passports checked, who did have hassle at border control. So who knows? Just try and get your passport checked if the guys are there and they're there to stamp it. But at Fuerteventura Airport, there was nobody stamping passports. So I'll keep you posted with that one. I'll let you know how that pans out, okay? You probably know the tests are going to be all scrapped. The day 2 test on the way back from the 11th of February. If you're going before then, obviously I've used a company, it's £12 test. You probably know that by now anyway, okay? We report I did read, I know I've got a lot of readers who go to the Balearics on to Mallorca, Ibiza, etc. They're bringing in a new rule regarding all-inclusive drinks. Now, I can't clarify this, but what I read is they're going to limit it to 3 drinks per person at lunch and dinner, so possibly a limit of 6 drinks per person. That might not be accurate and it might never get enforced, but just keep that in mind. If you're going to Mallorca or Ibiza, check with your tour operator or your hotel, are there any restrictions with all-inclusive? It might not bother most people, they might not drink more than 6 drinks a day. Some people will, of course, and it might be good for local businesses. You can head out, sample a few things. I think also they're banning happy hours and drinks promotions. Who knows whether that'll be enforced? I don't know. Obviously at the moment in Tenerife and other places, Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, you're supposed to be wearing masks outdoor and there's supposed to be capacity restrictions in pubs. I didn't see any of that getting enforced. Some of the pubs I was in were quite busy and not many people were wearing masks outside. I would say 5 to 10%. So nobody seemed to be enforcing it. Now, obviously, that's at your own risk. If you go over there, walk down the promenade and get fined €100, you can't blame the Scotsman in Tenerife. I'm just telling you what I've seen, so take it as it is. Okay, also, there were a few places asking for vaccination certificates. Of all the places I was in, only one bar in Lanzarote asked for it, and one hotel, the Dunas Club in Fuerteventura, Correco, asked for it. Now, that's no big deal. To get into the country at the moment, to get into the islands, you have to have your vaccination proof, so it's no big deal. Only thing to be aware of is, let's say you're on the plane and it's on your phone, you've scanned it on your phone, the QR code, and you're watching videos and everything, and your phone runs out of charge, and then you get to the hotel, you've no charge on your phone, and then they ask for your vaccination proof. You'll need to charge your phone up, etc. Wait a wee while, bit of a pain. So just try and make sure you've either got it printed or you've got it ready. Okay, so the places that I went to on the trip, hope you all enjoyed the videos. Some were a wee bit different. I enjoyed going somewhere different rather than Tenerife. It was nice to go around, see new places, walk around streets, turn a corner, not know what's there, find a few surprises, meet some lovely viewers. So I really enjoyed seeing some different places. A lot of people have been asking me in the comments through the YouTube channel and Facebook, Scotsman in Tenerife, asking me, where's your favourite place? So let's go over where I went. Let me know what you think. Now, I'm scared to tell you this because I might offend some people when I say this place was my favourite, I didn't like this place. Remember, it's nothing personal. I'm only there for 1 day or 2 days. So I can never capture everything that you would get in a week's holiday. I can only tell you my personal opinions, and you will like different things from me. A lot of people like really quiet locations. They like really nice hotels and all the entertainment's laid on. You don't have to really head out the hotel. You want to just chill for a week, stay in the hotel, meet lots of lovely people in the hotel, and I totally understand that. It's everybody's different. So anyway, let's go through where I went to. Lanzarote, Costa Teguise. My favourite part in Costa Teguise was the wee square. That definitely is the nicest part in Costa Teguise. There's also a wee street just behind that with a wee row of restaurants that's quite nice. And there's a couple of bars down at the seafront. I think it's the Dolphin Inn and the Curtis Ark. Really nice bars to sit out and have a drink or have a meal. So I really liked that wee bit there. The resort, I would say, for me is a resort for families or couples, quite a quiet resort. There is a few lively bars. I did find a couple of bars there that were open till 2 in the morning and 3 in the morning, but there's very few bars I would class as very lively, so it's not really a resort for really young people, I would say. It's a nice resort. I would go back to it again, maybe not for a week or two, maybe 4 days, perfect. You can have a lovely, relaxing holiday there. And the apartments that I stayed in, the Oceania, I know a lot of people are staying in there. I quite liked them. The location was brilliant. The room was nice enough. Wee pool view. Check it out in the channel. So, yeah, I liked it. Before I forget, because I did forget, thank you so much. Over 13,000 of you have clicked the wee red button that says subscribe now, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you for all your support. It means a lot to me. Porto do Carmen and Lanzarote was definitely my favourite place. Now, being honest with you, all it is a long promenade, but you've got a few options. You can walk into the old town. There's got quite a lot of bars and restaurants. It's quite nice in bits as well. And you can also walk up the other way, past the Hotel San Antonio, up towards the airport, Matagorda, all the way. I didn't make it as far as that, but you've got a few options with Porto do Carmen. You can walk up and down either way, see a few different places. It's got a lovely big promenade, lots of bars and restaurants. There's a lot of nice restaurants. There's a lot of bars with live music. I was in a couple of them, American Indian, the Africa bar. Daz, it was great meeting you. Get your channel started. So I had a really nice time in Porto do Carmen because it's so central. Everything is so close to you in Porto do Carmen. You could literally just book into a hotel and walk up and down that promenade for a week if you wanted to. There'd be enough to keep you entertained. I forgot to tell you when I was over there, I had a wee Chinese meal in the Golden Chopsticks next to my apartments, and a few viewers recommended that. I quite liked it. Of course, only the chicken curry, but it was nice. Bit old school, that place. Traditional, and the decor, chairs, like wedding chairs, like dressed up and stuff like that. It was quite nice, quite old school, and I quite enjoyed that. So thanks for the recommendations viewers on that. The apartments that I stayed in, is it Habos, Bermudas, £36 a night. Very basic, but I actually quite liked them. The location was good, just off the promenade. I would definitely stay there again, wouldn't hesitate at all. I spoke to somebody who stayed in the summer and they said they weren't too bad even though they had no air conditioning, so we'll wait and see. Definitely in the winter, absolutely fine. Would stay there with no hesitation. Okay, so Playa Blanca, where I stayed at the Timanfaya Palace. Now, as I said at the start, I had one of my most memorable days and evenings there. Watch the other video, you'll understand what I mean. Beautiful, beautiful hotel, lovely hotel. So I know all the viewers who are screaming at the video when I was complaining about the location will be saying, Kevin, you've not done that hotel justice. And I agree with you in a way. If the hotel had a heated outdoor pool, it would be amazing. If I could move it 5 or 10 minutes just down to the left towards Popeye Sports Bar, I would love that as well. It's got Flamingo Beach right next to it, which is a lovely wee beach. I captured that on a walk when I'd done the first video from Playa Blanca. The hotel bar is lovely. I had a great wee night in there. The room was the best room by far that I stayed in out of all the accommodations. Obviously I paid the most for it, like £56. The room was fantastic, lovely decor inside. Balcony and terrace was poor. It was a lower ground floor with no view, so again, I was only there one night, it didn't bother me, but if you were there a fortnight, maybe it would. I've got a couple of videos showing you the breakfast and evening meal in that hotel. I don't know whether to put them up because people who love that hotel might complain and say that I'm being overcritical. The food was average, that's my opinion. It wasn't hot enough, the buffet as well, and it could be improved. But it's a lovely, lovely hotel. If you get a good deal to stay there, I would definitely recommend it. If you like walking up and down the promenade and you just like chilling out in a hotel at a lovely hotel bar, then go for it. They've got live music on, they've got a saxophone player, they've got a piano bar, they even had a wee casino going. It's a lovely hotel inside. The atmosphere in the hotel in the evening was the best that I was in. And I think that's because a lot of the hotel guests maybe quite often stay in the hotel in the evening because there's enough going on to keep you there. So just a wee bit more information on that as well. So Playa Blanca, as a resort, the marina is beautiful. Head down to Rubicon Marina, all the way down. Quite a walk from the hotel I was in. I've done a video there showing you that. And it was really quiet, but very, very quiet. I went at the wrong time. I went at 10 o'clock at night. I should have went during the evening. So I'll go again maybe and go during the day. The Papagayo Centre, which has got the Harp Irish Bar and the Bikers Bar, they bars looked fantastic. They were right up my street. Massive big sports bars, live music, entertainment, stage at the back. If I was staying in a hotel right next to that wee complex there, I think I would have really loved it. Again, but Playa Blanca, really, really quiet in certain areas. The wee harbour bit where Popeyes is, not much there. I like Popeyes Sports Bar. They've got 7 or 8 TVs inside. Friendly bar, lovely pint, nice atmosphere. If you're in Playa Blanca, I would recommend getting in there as well. But there's not much round about the harbour and Popeyes. So Playa Blanca, my thoughts are lovely promenade walks, quite spread out. The town centre, I've done a video walking through there, the shops and all that. Again, it was quite quiet at night. If you could just put them all together, so put the marina just a wee bit further down, put the centre with the Harp Bar and the Bikers Bar a wee bit closer to the marina, move the hotels down past Popeyes. I think if it was all compact within a 20-minute walk, it'd be an amazing resort. But if you don't mind walking, you'll absolutely love it. And you can jump on the ferry to Correco. So you can't really complain. It's definitely got something to offer for everybody. I would say it's too quiet for me personally, but 3 or 4 nights I could stay there easily because it's got fantastic promenade walks. If you're in a nice hotel like the Tim and Fair Palace Hotel where all the entertainment is brilliant, then you could stay a week, you could stay 2 weeks there and just chill out and not go anywhere else. So something for everybody. Let me know what you think. So next I went to Forteventura. Correco. A couple of things I loved in Correco. I loved Music Square. Check out the video I've done with the band just start, Born to be Wild. Loved Music Square. I could sit there all night, have tapas, have a beer, brilliant band on. Met a couple of lovely viewers. So Steve and Julie, if you're watching from Pickering, pleasure meeting you. Music Square, lovely. I went up to the Rock Cafe. Really liked the Rock Cafe as well. The beach down near Toro Beach and the Waikiki, lovely beach. Now you'd have seen the previous video that I done where I was talking about sitting, having a pint in the Toro Beach, brilliant music on, €4.28 a pint by the way, but lovely. And then I was thinking about it, you literally could just bring your own couple of beers down there and just sit at the beach, save yourself a fortune. Because the music is so loud at Toro Beach, you could just sit just down from it and you get the same atmosphere. You maybe wouldn't get the table and chairs, but it's really nice. So Correco, the same as other places, I could spend 3 or 4 nights easily there. Maybe for me a wee bit too quiet for a week or two, but I completely understand people who love Correco. It's got character, it's got charm. It's not just a tourist place. Porto do Carmen is just a tourist place. But I loved it. Correco has got a bit of a mix. You've got a couple of wee bits you think it's a wee bit touristy and the rest of it is more Spanish type. So Correco I really did like and it was my favourite place by quite a stretch in Forteventura. So check it out. I stayed in the Dunas Club apartments. I've got a video coming soon on the channel just showing you inside the apartment. The apartments had no complaints, absolutely fine, perfectly acceptable. I would stay there again, but be careful because I met a viewer, I met not a viewer, I met a lady on the plane back from Fuerteventura, which was really busy, by the way, back to Glasgow. The plane was really busy, and she stays in Fuerteventura. She's got a flat there, so she goes back and forward from Scotland. And she was telling me there's a couple of streets near the Dunes Club, near the harbour, quite residential, that look a wee bit run down. And she was telling me to be careful there, going back at night especially. It's very dark, so be careful. Just a couple of streets next to Dunes Club. When you come out of Dunes Club, you can go right onto the promenade at the harbour and walk all the way along. During the day, you won't even think about it. When I walked back at night, it definitely was dark there, and I would just be wary of that. I've got a lot of people on the channel who think they're going away on their own because they've seen me going away on my own, and if it was maybe a single female personally going back there, I would maybe be careful because it's not well lit. And funny enough, another street that's not well lit, which I was surprised at, is going back to the Tim and Fair Palace Hotel. If you don't go right down on the promenade in the seafront and you walk by the other way to the front of the hotel, the road is very, very dark leading up to the Tim and Fair Palace Hotel. So again, just something to be aware of if you're travelling on your own. A lot of people jump in taxis and they don't walk back anyway, but I just wanted to let you know anyway. So Corrie-Echo, some lovely places, did enjoy it, would go back to it, and let me know in the comments. Would you stay 2 weeks in Corrie-Echo? Don't know. If I stayed in Corrie-Echo for more than 3 or 4 days, I would definitely jump the ferry over to Playa Blanca for a day just to mix it up, get a wee bit of a change. So, next place I went to was Caleta de Fust. Caleta de Fust was different from all the other resorts I was in. It was a lot quieter. I was staying up Cardiac Hill. If you've stayed in Caleta de Fust, you're going to know exactly where I was staying. I was staying at the Castillo Beach Apartments, £29 a night, and you get what you pay for. They were very, very, very basic. The shower didn't work. I was only there one night, so I got away with it, but it's not the best, to be honest with you. Location wise, it's 15-20 minute walk down to the centre of the resort, which is not a big deal, but the walking the way back, let's say midnight, 1 in the morning, when you're walking back, probably not going to do it. The only thing I will say about Caleta de Fust is the cheapest place I've found ever for taxis. The taxis were, I mean, ridiculously cheap. It would cost you a couple of pounds just to get a taxi home. So everybody just jumps in taxis, even if you're going maybe a couple of 100 yards down the road and it's 40 degrees, you jump the taxi there. So Caleta de Fust, don't want to offend people. I met some lovely people there, especially from Scotland. There's a lot of Scottish people there. I took a wee note of some names I met there. It wasn't my favourite place that I visited, to be honest with you. It's very, very quiet. It did have a couple of nice bars. I had a good night in the Flower of Scotland pub, so I'd recommend that. If you like your karaoke, go in there after 9 o'clock. The promenade is beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. There's some lovely hotels down at the front as well. But for me, for a week or two, probably not enough going on there. That just depends, but if you're looking for a quiet, relaxing holiday, and if you know all the bars and all the places you love to go and you go back there year after year, which I know a lot of people do, then go for it. I can completely understand that. So, yeah, so I met Alex and Jean from Trinent. I met Alex from Livingston as well. I met Kathy and Pam and Charmaine in the Flower of Scotland as well. So it was great meeting you all. I met some great people in Caleta de Fust. I really did. Just the resort's just a wee bit quieter than the other ones. But let me know in the comments. Do you think I've been harsh? It really does have a lovely promenade. I walked down to the marina as well. The marina's lovely. So it's got some really, really nice bits. A wee bit spread out down the front. But I did enjoy visiting it. But I would say if I was going back to Fuerteventura, without a doubt, I would definitely go back to Corrie-Echo first of all, and you never know, one day I might be back there. Before I went to Fuerteventura, I was watching some vlogs. So I was watching JP in Fuerteventura. The two girls that do the Amelia Bolger, I think it is, they're really good. The girls at the vlogs, they don't really do a lot of vlogs. I think they just do it as a hobby. But I really enjoyed watching their vlogs. And a new one I've just started watching because they made a wee comment in the channel, the Nomad Brothers. So if you're interested in Forteventura vlogs, check out JP Forteventura, Amelia Bolger, and the Nomad Brothers. They've all got good vlogs. Check them out. So just to summarise all the places that I've been now. Been to Gran Canaria 3 years ago. I went to Playa de Wingles. Now again, I'm scared to tell you this because I know a lot of people love Playa de Wingles on the channel. Personally, I was not a big fan of Playa de Wingles, but I didn't see everything, and I had a wee accident there as well, which did affect the holiday. I'll tell you about that another day maybe. So Playa de Wingles I wasn't that keen on. I've been to Puerto Rico and Porto years ago. They were quite nice. I'm planning to go back to Gran Canaria, try and do it justice. So I've ruled that out of consideration for my favourite islands just now, just because I've not visited enough places in it, or recently. So out of all the places, Tenerife, Forteventura and Lanzarote, if it's your first time considering the Canary Islands, where do I recommend that you go? Where do you think? Tenerife. Still my favourite. I'll tell you why it's my favourite at the moment. And I might change my mind. I might see some other places. Tenerife, you can go to Los Cristianos. You can stay in a budget hotel. You can stay in a really nice hotel. You can walk along the promenade all the way to Costa Adeje Fanabe, over an hour walk. No hills, flat virtually. You can have some lovely tapas down the side streets in Los Cristianos. You can head up to the El Mirador strip. You can have a wee bit of entertainment at night. You can walk into Las Americas. You can go to the Safari Centre with some really nice restaurants. You can go behind it to the Parc de la Paz strip. Watch all the live music at the bars there as well. Hopefully soon you'll be able to go into the Dubliner till 3 or 4 in the morning. Watch a live band there. Young ones, you can go to the Veronica strip, but be careful down there. So it's a wee bit different. Costa Adeje as well. You've got a few different places, nice places there as well. You can jump the bus to La Caleta. You can jump the bus to El Médano, Golf del Sur, Las Galetas. You can jump up to the north to Porto de la Cruz, Santa Cruz. You can go to Los Gigantes in the bus. So there's so many options with Tenerife. I will be visiting a lot of the places when I go back as well, so watch out for the new videos. So at the moment, I definitely think Tenerife is the best Canary Island. Let me know in the comments, do you disagree? Because I know I've got a lot of people now on the channel who love Lanzarote and Forteventura and Gran Canaria. Let me know, where have I missed? Am I doing it justice? So that's just my own thoughts. I don't mean to offend MD. I'm scared to tell you this, but Tenerife at the moment is still my favourite. So getting back to the Jet2 vouchers. Sorry it took so long. It's been a longer video than expected. I'm going to post them on my Facebook page right after this video. So go to Facebook, Scotsman in Tenerife. I'll leave a link below the video. Don't worry if you're not on Facebook. You'll still be able to see the codes on there and just copy and paste them. I'll put them on Facebook. So I've got 2 codes and they're for £60. I think there's a minimum spend, but it's not much on it. And you have to use it, I think, by the 31st. You'll need to use it in the next few days. If you go to use it and the codes don't work, it basically means somebody else has beat you to it. So it's first come, first served. And unfortunately, no point messaging me saying, Kevin, these codes don't work. If they don't work, it basically means somebody's used them before you. So good luck. Let me know if anybody gets a holiday booked with these Jet2 vouchers. Thanks to Peter and Jack for sending them over to me. I just wanted to thank you all for your support. I've really loved doing the videos in different places. I will be in some different destinations soon. I'll be back in Tenerife soon. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it.